And I've been seeing a few comments on H anime because sure, why not? Might as well check it for like the latest stuff. And I'm just like, all right, there's some heat here. This sounds a bit promising. All right, this some good quality stuff. And as I was looking through, there was one where the poster had this one girl that's like this idol chick, and essentially she had like all this crazy stuff going on. And I'm just like, oh, I've seen this character before. I think I have a Kokatsu model of her somewhere. And essentially, I'm just looking through the comments, seeing what type of show this is, and immediately everybody's like, don't watch this for the love of everything. Only watch episode 1 or you will be screwed. And I'm just like, oh, this is an NTR, isn't it? And immediately the other comments was basically confirming that it was. So I'm like, alright, you know what? Just for the hell of it, and just because, and I can't necessarily stand when, you know, Gentai does this, making literally every single female character they have fine, and then put them into an NTR situation, I'm like, alright, fine, let's see how this one goes. So I sit there, watch it, see this fat man get screwed over his own chick, and that's just essentially how the whole damn thing goes. He crying out here, she just getting violated, she doesn't necessarily care, getting pregnant and all that type of stuff, and the whole Gentai ended off with this man just having his penis in his hand, just leaking out, and just like, everyone's happy now. Everyone's happy. She's literally getting banged at the apartment next door. I can see it through the hole in the wall. Everyone's happy now. And I'm immediately like, just like, why do you Japanese people like pain so much? Like, that was my immediate response. And this is again like a damn health checkup every 6 months. So, Jay, do you still hate NCR? Yes, still do. Just as much as I hate Issei, it's just as much, if not even more. I hate Issei a bit more, but still, nonetheless, yeah, still very much the same way. And every time I have to bring this shit up, I'm just like, bro, I can't stand this shit every time. And plenty of people in that comment section as well, they also could not stand that either. And I very much feel like that's valid. And my question is just like, how the hell is this so like prominent within Gentai, right? And maybe this is just because Japan has a very extreme and high intense cheating culture, because basically a majority, at least from what I remember, a majority of marriages that kind of happen over there has some type of cheating, or they don't necessarily think cheating is that bad or anything like that. And it's like, what the hell type of crack energy is that type of nonsense? And every time I see something about it, it's just like, yeah, in a Gentai sort of says, this doesn't vibe well, this doesn't gel well. Yes, you got the assholes that absolutely love this shit, right? And I'm calling you assholes when it comes down to the people that like NTR, just out of the fact of this one thing. You may not be a full-blown asshole, but this one part here I'll call you for. But when it comes down to it though, it's just like, yes, you got people that does like it in the West too, but there is a fair ass amount of people that does not care for this shit whatsoever. And again, these type of, you know, Gentai animes, I'll just be like, this shit sucks. Mainly because it's always, again, the most finely detailed ass woman. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be the most finely detailed woman of all time, and they put them in that situation only for the rest of the other Gentai to come out to also just be like, you know what, just your standard looking chick, or not really detailed, or put through queen bee animation. Nah, when it comes to the NTR, for whatever reason, it's always given the best shit, and it's like, effing why? Why? Every single time, and I get mad, and I just don't understand it. There is so many tags and concepts that they can literally chuck into an animation, much less doujins that would slap hard as hell for an animation, and then they just choose not to. And it means, tell me, like, of all the limited Gentai that gets made, you want to keep producing the same BS NTR nonsense over and over again? That's some nonsense.
Same, but different. But still same.
A manga that I have read before, and actually I've been congratulated, or at least not congratulated, but thank the author for their hard work on it, because it was really damn good, and I think they responded back one time. But essentially, the the manga is called I Was Reincarnated as the Scumbag from a Netorare manga, with the heroine that's coming on to me. This one, if you want to see anti-NCR and it doesn't necessarily pan out, you know, the natural way like NCR does, definitely give this manga a read. Sure, it only got like a few chapters into it, but it's really dang good, and it's really engaging, honestly. Like, a lot of NTR people that genuinely likes it probably would be pissed off if they read this thing, because the thing that they want to see happen doesn't really happen in the way they, you usually would see. See, normally a lot of the damn time, you would get, two characters in a relationship, then a third party comes in, jacks up that relationship, and, crying ensues, and cheating ass women being hoish. So, that's kind of how it is. But in this manga, it's a bit different. The guy that gets reincarnated as the scumbag asshole guy, he does not want to be the scumbag asshole guy. Just get put in that weird situation because that's just kind of how things is. And hell, the whole first act of the first girl was essentially just trying to, get the other person to stop trying to, do the NTR thing, because that's just kind of how it is. The role reversal happens, so, the person that was the scumbag that's supposed to do all the nonsense actually is the good guy, and the hero character, or the normal, natural, innocent male character that usually gets screwed, yeah, this time he's the asshole. And so the whole damn thing kind of concludes with the girl going with the actual good guy in that story, and the guy that was supposed to be the good guy ended up moving away and transferring to a different school, meaning that the path of how NTR works in that story actually gets changed up a lot, actually. And what makes this so good is that when the NTR does happen, because of our main character and how he kind of has to try to protect these girls from wild and nonsense, what makes it so damn good is that when it does happen, when he start acting like an asshole, it's like, damn, yeah, bitch, you deserve to get your woman taken. And it's amazing every time. Now, the guy doesn't necessarily like F him or anything, but it's so damn good just to see a NTR where shit feels good. It feels good to watch. No one's being an ass, even though the whole universe and everything and all its forces is essentially trying to get this one main character to bang everybody else, because that's the nature of that universe's rules and everything like that. Still, he tries to be a decent fellow, not necessarily, go into something a bit crazy, and that's just kind of how it is. And the women are not necessarily that bad. Again, this is excellent. This is peak writing that I like to see. Like, in the future chapter, one of the girls, at least the first girl that, essentially go out with this guy, is essentially like, oh, I want to choke her, and I only want this, and I kind of feel this way because I want to belong to this person here. And that's essentially how it is. She falls into the right hands. Damn, I wish a lot of NTR fell this way. But that's like the best thing out there. And again, it's rare to find NTR in actual hentai to kind of do something like this, or does it make it like feel a bit like, oh, it's not that bad, right? Because there's so many that are so shit. There's so many. Most of the genre is, and it's nice to see someone just getting cucked for like the right reason. Which is funny kind of say that, but still, that's just how it is. But and I guess that's really the main thing of what I wanted to bring up and talk about for this one, because I was planning on talking about this one like last year, but I didn't get a chance to. So if you have read this one, or at least if you're not reading anything, definitely go read this one, because this is good. This is like the only time I'm like, yes, NTR is absolutely acceptable. This is the way NTR should be used, not in heartbreaking bum ass ways like the many that I've seen. At least a few that I've seen. I won't say many because I don't want to watch a lot of them. But still, it's like, damn, it's mad annoying. Again, why does NTR have the finest women in all of hentai? I don't know, and it pisses me off to a high ass degree. But that's essentially all I got to say for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on my else. Also follow me on socials. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, go find Cash App. It's available as well. And until then, it's a man, Boy J, signing off. Have a blessed day.